Hey guys, what is up? My name is Justin, and welcome back to the Bink Sports YouTube channel. What I have for you today is my top 32 rankings for wide receivers in the NFL and the upcoming season of fantasy football. I'm going to do the same thing I did in my running back video. If you haven't checked it out already, please go ahead and do so. I'm going to list off all 32 guys, then go into more detail about why I have them ranked where they are. So at 1, Antonio Brown. 2 is Julio Jones. 3 is Dez Bryant. 4 is Demaryius Thomas. 5 is Odell Beckham Jr. 6 is Calvin Johnson. 7 is Randall Cobb. 8 is A.J. Green. 9 is Alshon Jeffrey. 10 is T.Y. Hilton. 11 is Mike Evans. 12 is Emmanuel Sanders. 13 is DeAndre Hopkins. 14 is Brandon Cooks. 15 is Julian Edelman. 16 is Jeremy Maclin. 17 Amari Cooper. 18 Andre Johnson. 19 Keenan Allen. 20 is Golden Tate. 21 Jarvis Landry. 22 Allen Robinson. 23 Vincent Jackson. 24 Brandon Marshall. 25 is Jordan Matthews. 26 is Sammy Watkins. 27 is Deshaun Jackson. 28 Eric Decker. 29 Steve Smith Sr. 30 is Anquan Bolden. 31 is Devontae Adams. And 32 is Mike Wallace. Basically, for the top 10, I think Antonio Brown is the clear-cut number 1. Great year last year, and especially with Martavis Bryant missing the first couple of games of the season, he's going to be Big Ben's go-to target. At 2, I really think Julio Jones is set for a big year if he can stay healthy. I know Matthew Berry said he's going to have the greatest season of a wide receiver in fantasy history. I don't think I'm going to go that far, but if he stays healthy the full year, he can definitely put up big numbers for you guys. At 3, Dez, he's just a freak. No more DeMarco in Dallas, so he's going to be, him and Jason Witten are going to be the main targets that Romo's going to be looking to throw to. At 4, Demaryius Thomas. Peyton's still going to throw the ball no matter how old he gets, and as long as he's in the league, he's still going to be throwing. So I think him and Sanders are both easily top 15 running backs, with Demaryius in the top 10. Actually, he's in the top 5, and I had Sanders at 12. So they're both in the top 15, just Demaryius at 4, Sanders at 12. I think they're both great weapons. Peyton's definitely going to utilize them. I was a little stuck between 5 and 6. I really wanted to put Calvin at 5 because, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to say Calvin Johnson isn't a top 5 wide receiver. But I think OBJ is set for a big year. I mean, again, kind of like some of the other guys we've been talking about. He didn't play a full year. I'm thinking of Jeremy Hill in particular. Didn't play a full year. Even Martavis Bryant. These guys haven't been through the rigors of a full NFL season yet. So this is going to be a test for Odell. See if he can stick it out, play the full year. If he can stay healthy, top 10 potential, if not top 5. Calvin, everyone knows what Megatron's capable of, so he's easily top 10. I can't believe I didn't have him in the top 5, but definitely top 10. Stafford throws the ball 40-plus times a game, especially with the running back conundrum in Detroit. They don't know if Joik or Amir Abdullah is going to start. Stafford's going to be letting it fly, so him and Golden Tate are both going to reap the benefits of Stafford throwing over 35, 40 times a game. Randall Cobb, no Jordy Nelson. He's easily top 10. That's pretty self-explanatory. A.J. Green, even with Andy Dalton, the potential is there. The dude might have the best hands. I think he has better hands than Odell Beckham Jr. I'm going to say it right now. If you guys have ever seen the E60 on him, the dude was in a juggling club in high school. He is just a freak of nature. He has great hands. And if Andy Dalton can remotely throw the ball close to him, just remotely close at all, he'll be able to grab it and bring it in. So I really like what A.J. Green brings to the table. Alshon, I mean, he might not play week 1, kind of like LaShawn. I have them both in the top 10 for running backs and receivers. So even without them playing week 1, they're still top 10 receivers in my eyes, or not they, just Alshon now. He's a top 10 receiver regardless if he plays week 1, and especially with Brandon Marshall no longer in Chicago, and with Kevin White hurt, Jay Cutler is going to be looking to throw the ball to him a lot, and it's either going to be Martellus Bennett, Matt Forte, but mainly Alshon Jeffrey. And at 10, T.Y., possibly most vertical receiver in the league. He's not even a great route runner. He just burns corners right off the line, and he just goes straight, and Luck's able to air it out to him. I really like what T.Y. brings to the table, and especially with Andre Johnson there. I have Andre at 18. Both of them are top 20 receivers in my eyes, just because Luck is going to put up numbers, and he's going to have to throw the ball to those two guys mainly. So if one of them's getting keyed in on by the other team's defense, the other's going to reap the benefits of it. So they're both going to excel in Indianapolis this year in my eyes. For the middle of the pack guys, I think Sanders is really set for a big year, as I already said. DeAndre Hopkins, if Brian Hoyer can figure out how to be a good quarterback, DeAndre Hopkins is set. He kind of is now falling into the role of Andre Johnson. This is the first time Andre Johnson's had a great quarterback in his career. He's been stuck in Houston his entire career, hasn't really had anybody good throwing him the ball. And that's kind of the situation DeAndre's in now. He's the clear-cut number one there, but he doesn't have a good quarterback, to be honest. So he's still a top 15 receiver in my eyes, but if he gets somebody like Andrew Luck and Andre Johnson, his numbers are going to go up. Just the situation with the quarterback is what's holding him back right now. Brandon Cooks, clear-cut number one receiver in New Orleans now that Jimmy Graham's gone. And Edelman, I mean, he's got Gronk to compete with for catches, but especially in PPR, Edelman's a monster. And I really think Jeremy Maclin can excel in Kansas City. Amari Cooper, Derek Carr loves throwing. They really don't, I mean, Latavius Murray's okay, but they're going to throw the ball out in Oakland, so Amari Cooper is going to get his touches. And, you know, I didn't want to put Keenan Allen top 20. I did anyway. But Golden Tate definitely is top 20 in my eyes, especially after the year he had last year. Even though Calvin was hurt, he's still going to get his targets based off what I said earlier with Stafford throwing the ball so much. That's basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this edition of my receiver rankings for fantasy football in 2015. If you did, give the video a thumbs up, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Take care.